Yo, we in the game, talking number stakes high. Knowledge and skill, like a bird we fly. Analyzing stats, we don't just guess. Betting on the win, you know we're blessed. Just the bet slips, we keep it real. Breaking down the odds, you know the deal. Just the bet slips, we're making plays. Informed decisions, we light up the ways. Chasing that victory, hit the big score. Join the community, we're here for more. Rolling with the punches, we look for the signs. Parlays and props, counting all the coins every podcast episode. We bring the heat, strategies laid out, can't accept defeat. Tune into the wisdom, hear our call. In this betting world, we'll never fall. Just the bet slips, we're making plays. Informed decisions, we light up the ways. Chasing that victory, hit the big score. Join the community, we're here for more. On this gambling journey, we ride the bet. With just the bet slips, you ain't seen nothing yet.
Let's go. It's your boys. Another professor and what was that show with the rats? Pinky in the Brain. It is Pinky
in the brain.
Yeah. Here tonight, a little later than we wanted to, but we're still here. It is Poolside Pat and the Professor Rob himself. How are we doing tonight, my friend? And how did you do yesterday? Two-part question.
Not greatest yesterday. I mean, I hit the last call, which was Embiid for 40 plus pra. But he sold the bag on King of the Court by 1 point, which was good for you and Jen, because you both hit it for what, 324, I think it was.
4.
I don't know what Embiid would have gotten because he never got to first, so I never got to see how much it would have paid. But I don't want to know because it makes me sad to think about it.
What a bet, by the way, from the Chick Picks, Jen.
You know what's funny is they put him in because he was on a 5-game 30-point streak, Embiid was. So they were up 16. They put him in with 2.5 minutes left. He missed 5 straight shots, and then they took him out.
Embiid
he makes one of those 5 shots. Me and CJ are celebrating.
Instead, it is Jen and I. Yes. What a time to get. I have to look into it because if those will last until the Super Bowl, I might just use all.
They won't. They're only for 7 days. Now, me and Jen are looking into. I think you can bet the Super Bowl before, like you can bet the Super Bowl now with them, right? Yeah. As long as they're bet before 7 days, you're good.
Okay. So there's a lot to be discussed. Yeah, I a little inside baseball. I'm at school. I wasn't really paying attention to what was going on in our group chat, but then I found out this afternoon when I was going to make bets for this show today, and I see 7 rewards waiting for you. I was like, what is this? I had no, other than it being her bet that I rode. How could you even go into that thinking that would have been that it happened. It happened.
It did.
And I've got the $324, which I'm and we're gonna do. I don't have it on my tabletop, but I figured you could help me do my $24 bet at the end of the show. So
shout out to this show though. We had the number 1 and the number 2 guy last night on this show. So
I mean, what do you need more from us? Come on, we're giving you the hot tips. To help your bet. But we are back. Quick show tonight. Obviously a little later than we wanted to, but I wanted to get on live just to keep it's nice to get the reps in. I'm on only one more NFL game left. That's going to stay that way. And you were. Embiid sold the bag. He sold your bag. I'm sorry.
Look, 5 straight shots with 2 minutes left, and then they set him and said, "Screw you! You can't shoot today. Go home."
And he was 1 basket away from getting.
What kills me is he started the game where he had 24 points in the first quarter, and then he couldn't make a shot for 3 quarters after that.
Would you have him on? Would you have him again?
We won our bet because we had him for 40 prop, but we just needed. He ended up with 43. He ended up with 43, and Sar had 44.
Wow, yeah, and then MPJ
And
Well,
MPJ had 44. Yeah,
well, you win some, you lose some.
it is what it is.
Maybe you should have just listened to your wife. I'm just saying. Just saying.
When would I ever do that?
Well, one thing you should listen to is the disclaimer that I'm going to bring up right now because that makes sure we don't get in trouble. And honestly, there is some good stuff in there in general. So let's get to that. The disclaimer number one, we are not paid professional gamblers, at least not right now. The show is for fun and entertainment purposes only, which you get especially with the Pat and Rob episodes. Number two, please gamble responsibly and at your own risk. Do not gamble more than you can afford and only bet what you can afford to lose. We've talked about this at nauseum, but it needs to be said because it is true. And number three, gambling can be addictive. I've said this and I haven't added this in a long time, but I'm going to right now. Gambling releases the same receptors in your brain as certain hard drugs, which is why it is addictive. So if you or a loved one is losing money at a ridiculous rate, if they are constantly thinking about gambling and talking about gambling, please send them to 1-800-GAMBLER, which will get you to where you need the help that you need or loved one in whatever state that you are. It's a national help hotline, 1-800-GAMBLER. And again, we are not currently affiliated with or sponsored by any sportsbook yet, but we do continue to ask to like, comment, subscribe, specifically subscribe to our Twitter, our X. Tell somebody if you watch this show, please tell a couple people because we could have some awesome opportunities if we get our followers up. So shout out to our followers. And I did say that we're not affiliated with or sponsored by any sports, but we are sponsored by Nevin. Yes, it is Nevin Eyewear. Never odd or even. It is Nevin. I'm gonna bring myself down here for this. Look, rocking the blood fades. Great pair of sunglasses, polarized, form fitting, make your face look good. Click on our link, please. We very much not subscribing. We want you to subscribe, but we also, if you need a pair of sunglasses, please click on our link. Tell them that we sent you there, and go browsing and get a pair of Nevin. I can't say enough about how much I love the Nevin eyewear. And with our link, click on that link. You can get 30% off of one. But and that's a fine deal. That's a great deal. But the one deal that we here recommend is buying one at full price and getting two for free. It's a ridiculous deal. They're both ridiculous deals, but they're both awesome deals. Again, please click on the link that will be in the description so that they know that we sent you, and you will get the free shipping over $50. Shout out to Nevin, never odd or even. It is Nevin Eyewear. I know you are a fan of Nevin yourself, my friend. Oh, he's throwing them on. There they are. There they are. He's got them. He's got them. Yeah, I'm the weirdo that wears them inside all the time. Um, but you will want to wear them. You want to show your friends the Nevin Eyewear. Shout out to Nevin Eyewear. But I said it again, and I said it once. I'll say it again. Not sponsored by or affiliated with a sportsbook, but we are sponsored by something quite like it. And I'm going to let Mr. Rob kick us off, the professor, kick us off as he usually does with the best bet of the day presented by Player Profit. Take it away, brother.
Yeah, basically Player Profit is a challenge system that is built like a sports book. You buy a package ranging from $30 all the way up to $500. If you use the code JTBS, you get 10% off of every package you buy, regardless of how much it costs. And essentially the way it works is, if say you buy the $30 package, which would be 27 with our code, you will get a $1,000 bankroll to bet with, and your goal is to get to the first challenge is to get to 10% profit before you get to 10% losses. If you're able to do that, then the next challenge is to get to 15% profit from whatever balance you're at after challenge 1 before getting to 10% losses. And if you can complete challenge 2, then you are considered funded, and you'll be able to cash out up to 70% of all profits up to that point and going forward. there are a lot of other rules, regulations, stipulations. Check out playerprofit.com, watch their video for more information. But if you're looking for a bet to use for today, I am going Hornets -2 at -110, and I had a boost to get it to +113. The Hornets have won 4 of their last 5. They're on a roll offensively. I like them to score, or I'm sorry, they're scoring 124 plus points over the last 3 games, and they're shooting a blazing 54% from the field over that stretch. And the Grizzlies defensively have been playing terrible in the last 3 games, giving up 120 or more in the last 3. I see Charlotte scoring like 130 in this game. They're going to end up winning this game 130-18 is my guess, but that means they're going to easily cover 2. And if you're giving me this +113, I'm going to take it all day long, and that is the best bet of the day. What was that? I couldn't hear you, Pat. It was kind of faded out. No, it's good. I can hear you, but it's muffled.
Oh, Jesus. All right, hold on. There we go. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Oh. Whew. Oh. All right, hold on. All right, how about now? Better?
Yeah, I mean it's still a little muffled, but I can hear you. Like it's not like gone.
That's what CJ said.
Yeah, there you go.
There we go. All right.
Yeah,
Yeah, I mean, -2. And who are they playing again? Sorry.
they were playing. I think it's the Timberwolves. Yeah.
Yeah, -2. You feel. Can I ask you a question?
Yes. Or I'm sorry, not Timberwolves. They're playing the Grizzly. My bad. That's my bad.
Grizzlies. Okay.
Yeah, Grizzly.
Do you? Obviously, you don't need to tell me what your unit is, but with these best bets, are you putting at least like one of your regular units on
Oh
this?
yeah, 100%. Minimum I put is 1 unit. Plus I'm betting it every day on Player Profit because I still got that going too.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So I bet it on my own plus on Player Profit every day.
Okay, all right.
And depending on how much I really like it, I might bet 2 units, but I bet a minimum of 1.
For your best bet.
Yeah.
And you do well, you do research for all your bets, but like you I don't know how to word this question, but like you I feel like you put a little bit more into this bet, and you can correct me if I'm wrong. And I'm not gonna be mad at you if it's not, but like you clearly take pride in this segment.
Yeah, I mean, I typically what I do is I go out and look initially what I think is like the top 2 or 3 like possible best bets, and I look everywhere. I don't just look at games. I look at players. I look at lines out, because I want to get it somewhere as close to even money as possible. So I try to find the edges I think, and of those 3 or 4, then I do a deeper dive of research, and then that's how then I pick one based on the research I find.
You very rarely bring a player prop into the best bet. It's usually team, which I like and I appreciate. But is there like a
Well, I mean, I've done it like 4 or 5 times this month with player props. Like I did it with Trey Murphy, I did it with Embiid a while ago, with Kawhi Leonard. And the funny thing is, those I've hit every time. Those I haven't missed on. It's usually the teams that mess you up. And then lately, for a while I was on a roll in college, but lately I hit my parlays with college, and then they lose on the best bet. So like, those games last night were wild. I'm not gonna lie, some of those college games were wild.
Well, you're being consistent. I appreciate it. And speaking of consistency, we have to get to the next segment. The only other segment, by the way, and it
Yeah.
is I'm not gonna sing. Do you want to sing? You don't have to
No,
sing.
we don't need to sing. We'll just say it's the most inclusive club in all of sports gambling.
There it is, and it is the 750 Club. Thank you very much. The 750 Club. Yes, it's obviously down some units so far, but it could turn on any day, any day. And the one rule of Fight Club is you do not tell anybody. The one rule of the 750 Club is you tell everybody. And I'm going to let the professor tell you what we're riding today.
Yeah, it's short and sweet, and there's not going to be a ton of deep research in this. I'm vibing today, and normally I dig deep into these things, and I did look into it, but this is actually the few experts I do get some ideas from. I usually look at what they say and then I look deeper. I'm going against all of them. I'm doing this on my own because they picked the opposite on all three of these games. So I'm going to put that out there before I even talk about it. But I'm going Lakers money line. I'm riding the Lakers offensive momentum that they're riding. They've been playing very well offensively. We all know that they have troubles defensively. Although they haven't been playing as bad defensively lately as they were. I think it was more of a chemistry thing, I think, but I think they've kind of gotten that figured out. I think all that hoopla between LeBron and Luca has calmed down. Um, I just think that they're going to be able to win in a shootout. I think both of these teams are going to go back and forth. I know the Cavs are good. I know they've been playing well, and they can shoot the three well. But when the Cavs shoot under 40% from the three, they lose. And sure they'll have a lot of open opportunities, but I just think what's going to happen is this is going to be a back and forth game, and we're going to get Luka Magic late, and Luka is going to win this game. Bulls money line. The Bulls have been very good lately. The reason this line is where it's at is mainly because the Bulls have lost twice to the Pacers, but the Pacers are not a good team, and the Bulls are a better team than they were when they faced the Pacers those two times. They had some injuries before. They are healthy. They're getting some of their big players back. For that reason, I think they go ahead. They're going to get the win tonight. And then lastly, I'm going Magic money line. I think basically, this is another game where I think it's going to come down to the buzzer, and I just think that we're going to get some Bonchero late Magic. I think he's going to put up a big day today. I think he goes for like 25 and 10 rebounds. I think that this Magic team is finally fully healthy, and I think that they're going to be able to make a little bit of noise in this game. And I got this plus 796, boosted all the way up to plus 956.
Okay. Which let me bring myself. Which of those do you like? Like, if you had to rank them of most to least, and I mean, you obviously like all three of them, but most to least, one, two, three. Which ones would you say you like best to worst?
I probably would put Bulls one. They didn't have Giddy in either one of those games they faced the Pacers, and the Pacers are just overall not a good team, especially without Halliburton. Um, they do step up every now and then defensively, which is when they get some wins. But I think the Bulls are just a better team than they are, even though they've lost to them twice because they did it without their best player. Then the Lakers probably be second, and the Magic would probably be third. The Magic, I think, is just going to be one of those. That was a coin flip game, and I'm just picking one side of the coin and riding who I think is the best player on the court, which is Bonchero.
There you go. And I'm going to ask you another question. Oh, I know it's football, so take football out of the equation. Number two for you is basketball, or is it baseball?
I think it's close. Before this season, I probably would have said baseball, but it's probably a lot closer, and basketball might be slightly above. The only good thing about baseball is the stats really do matter in baseball because the stats hold a lot truer in baseball than they do in any other sport. Which it makes it a little bit easier if you're just going off of stats alone. But my feelings about NBA has I have a lot better feeling than I did with baseball this past year with NBAs. A lot of these bets I can bet blindly, kind of like I'm doing with this one, and have a better chance of hitting than I do with baseball.
Do you enjoy betting baseball over basketball or basketball over baseball?
I would say so. Here's the thing: is growing up, I always watched both. I was a Bulls fan growing up.
Mhm.
When I was a Bulls fan, and then I was a fan of individual players on other teams, but I was mainly a Bulls fan. Like I was a big Larry Bird fan, but I was still a Bulls fan. But and then I kind of went away from basketball for after the heyday of the Bulls, and then I watched for a little while after that, and then I kind of it wasn't the Bulls. I just kind of went away from basketball altogether, and then I spent a lot of years away, and then so betting on it makes me watch it, and it's gotten me more interested in it like I was before. So I think probably basketball, just because I'm going to watch baseball regardless. This kind of got me into watching basketball. So
I love it, man. Yeah, I have similar connotations that you do. So it's interesting to hear other people talk about like their, and because we're a gambling show, so we're gambling on it. But
That's right.
it's like sometimes you honestly, and I would like to get your opinion on this. The sport that you're the most fan of, you might be the worst gambling of. You know.
Well, last year I made a boatload at football, but this year has been rough. This might be the craziest NFL season of all time, though.
Yeah. This year it was rough for you, 100%.
This year
Yeah.
didn't make any sense in the NFL.
Nope, we all got screwed. But that being said, we are getting towards it. We are here. We are ready to go. Get your fingers ready. Get your shenanigans ready to go because it is the table top bang. And yes, it is me. Yeah, you're still number one. Your wife might.
She's
Yeah,
catching me.
yeah, she might be. But I'm going to bring myself down and I'm going to go through mine. Not a lot because I do want to work on one of my free bets is $24. We're going to do that before we leave. But feeling pucky Islanders. Yeah, this is it's sacrilegious when it comes to being a Rangers fan. But I've said it before and I'm going to say it again. I am betting against the Rangers because they're just making me sad. So Islanders, Rangers, it's in uh, Brooklyn or wherever the hell the Islanders play. Islanders -1.5 against the Rangers at almost 2-1. I'm betting against the Rangers. I'm betting against the Rangers going forward. I don't know when I will stop that. I might not stop that at all, but that is currently where I'm at. Next, Knicks money line. Check that out. Yeah, and it's just Knicks. Knicks money line plus 105. And then I'm doing my normal Knicks parlay, which is Cat double double, who may not be a Nick in the next couple days. Just saying. Brunson 3+3s, and then the Knicks +1.5. I took that. I took the points at 262. Um, Look, it's a weird time for the Knicks, man. This is a weird moment because everything is pointing to them getting a Giannis or getting somebody. Um, and I want to keep riding this bet. The Brunson threes, he either gets one or he gets like six. And then Cat is pretty much, as long as he plays, is uh, a lock for a double double. But it is on the road against the Raptors. Knicks obviously play a little bit worse on the road. And the Raptors are a better team right now, 29-19 compared to 2018. The Raptors are 13-10 at home, which is why I think this line is the way that it is. But give it to me. Give it to me. Give me all the rumors. Give me all the smoke, and let's go. And again, we're gonna. If nobody hops in the chat, that's fine. Well, we want people hopping in the chat, but if anybody hops in the chat with a suggestion for my $24 free bet and it hits, you will be compensated. No, I'm just saying that right now. So, and me and you are going to put one together if there is nothing in the chat. You and I will put together a $24 bet for me. But that is what I got. Any thoughts on? I know it's small, but
Well, I will tell you the last thing I heard about Giannis is he may end up being a Warrior.
That would be unbelievable.
Apparently, the Warriors have the biggest package to offer for him and the most capital to offer for him. and
All
there's
right.
interest from Giannis in the Warriors. So I don't know how, he may end up going nowhere, to be clear. But if he does get traded, then it may end up being the Warriors and not the Knicks, which may not be bad because you get to keep Cat. Um,
Go
I
for it.
like I don't know. I hate when these guys like team up and do the super teams. I wish we could get rid of the super teams, but I understand it. Everybody else doing it, so they all got to do it to compete. I understand. Cat, I'm kind of fading right now just because he killed me the other night. I'm putting him in timeout for a week. Uh, but the Knicks I always like betting because they're gonna win more than they lose. So
Yeah,
you're never going wrong betting them, especially in
like
matchups that are kind of even.
they're still a very good team. Yeah, like like just money line in general. I'm not.
Plus money at
Mm.
money line is kind of hard not to take.
Yeah, you have to. Yeah, I agree. I agree. All right. Well, let me throw it to the professor, and we'll get on out of here. Here he is. I'll throw you down there, and let us know what you got, brother.
All right,
Remember,
I've got two player props today. I'm going start player number one. I'm going Luca 25 plus points. He's done this in 15 of his last 16. He's averaging 33.8, and like I said, I think he's going to have a big game to help them get that win tonight. Pascal Siakam 20 plus points, 14 of his last 15, averaging 23.8. RJ Barrett over 21 and a half pra. He's hit this in 7 of his last 8, and he's averaging 27.7. And then Khan Knuppel 2 plus threes. He's hit this in 6 of his last 7, and he has been a 3-point shooting machine this year. Before he got hurt, he couldn't miss one, and since he's gotten healthy, he's been shooting them again. Got this at plus 233, had a boost, took it up to 349. Then parlay two, I've got Cooper Flag, 15 plus points, 6 of his last 8, averaging 18.8. Rudy Gobert, 10 plus rebounds, 12 of his last 13, averaging 11.3. Anthony Edwards, 25 plus points. He's hit this in 9 of his last 11. He's averaging 29.7. And then lastly, Dante DiVincenzo, 3 plus threes. He has hit this in 5 straight games, 10 of his last 11. And over those 11 games, he has made 43 threes. He's averaging over 4 threes per game for the last 11 games. He has been on a tear shooting the three lately. Got this at 2 plus 233 and boosted that to plus 349. And then I got the Hornets -2, obviously, at plus 113. So both of these are very safe, but they also can hit. They also have a chance of hitting. Somehow I got them both at 349. Don't know how that happened. I think one was like a 25% boost and the other was like a 30% boost or something. But
shout out to Rex.
what's going on, Rex?
You don't have to have any bets.
That's all right. We
Yeah,
appreciate you being here, Rex.
appreciate you, brother. Yeah, I mean, what? All right, I have 2 questions. One, we're taking the best bet out of this. Give me a scale 1 to 10, 10 being most, 1 being least, what you would have for both parlays, confident wise.
So I'm gonna go. I really like parlay one. I like Lucas just doesn't not he does there's no he does, rarely ever not gets 25. And Siakam's the same way. He almost always gets 20. If I'm rating the one thing on one that is the most questionable is probably RJ Barrett's pra. But I mean he's averaging almost 28. But he does have every now and like once every 3-4 games he has one stinker game where he ends up with like 16, which is what brings which makes the reason his over under is 21 and a half today, because he does every now and then have that bad game. I don't see I'll be shocked if Canupo didn't get 2 threes at least. Like he's typically 3-4 when he's making threes, and he can get all the way up to 6. But but I feel pretty good about it because Barrett does get it like 85 or 90% of the time. So I like that one at a 9. Parlay 2 is probably at an 8, mainly because we're pushing. Cooper Flag is pretty solid lately at 15, but he hasn't been that way all season. And Anthony Edwards, I'm not really worried about him, even though DiVincenzo, like I just said, has made 43 threes over the last 11 games. 3 threes is still a lot for anyone, even a guy who makes 3, 4, 5, who's I think he's made 6 twice in the last week, which is crazy. Um, and then I'm not worried about Gobert. I mean, he's only had one game in the last 3 weeks, I think, that he didn't get 10 rebounds. Um, it's kind of like Cat. If he gets in foul trouble, that's when he doesn't get the rebounds he needs. But that's kind of a weird one-off. So I'm at a 9 and an 8. I like both of these a lot. So we'll see. I need to get a couple wins going, and get some momentum after that 15-1 I hit the other night.
And my second question, what is, I think you already answered it, but I'm going to ask it again. What out of the two parlays is your favorite, no doubt, bet it by itself bet? Luca?
It's probably
Luca, you got to pay a little bit to get that.
yeah, that you're not based on odds
Yeah.
and all of that. Probably, actually, you know what? Let me look real quick because I can't remember what the odds of a couple of them were by themselves.
Sure.
I have it up on my phone, so it shouldn't take long.
Yeah, like which one by itself would you tell somebody to bet? Even if it's not, if it's more than minus 250, if you just say, hey, you're gonna need to throw a couple extra bucks, but this is the best bet. Or it's less than 250, and you say, hey, this is the bet you need to bet.
Based on the odds, well, I can tell you that the RJ Barrett's is right at even money by itself. That's like minus
Right.
110 because that's his actual over under for the day.
Right.
But if you want something that's safe, that's minus 185. That's the DiVincenzo 3 threes. He's at minus 184 for 3 threes, and I'll literally read this to you because it was crazy when I looked and saw how good he's been doing. Because I used to bet him a lot, and then I kind of stopped. So he's gone. Recently he's gone 5 for 9, 6 for 15, 3 for 8, 3 for 9, 3 for 10. He had one game where he missed a 2 for 7. Then he went 3 for 5, 5 for 12, 3 for 6, 6 for 10, 4 for 9. Like he's putting almost double digit attempts at threes up. So you're just telling me he needs to shoot 30% to get to 3, and he's been locked in lately. So, and you're getting that at minus 185. So if you're looking something to throw a couple units at, that's not like minus 250, that's probably the one.
There you go. Well, that has been the professor taking us to class, and we are going to now get to the end of the show, which is to show you the records. Look at that, professor. Yeah, and you know what? I do want to say we've had some bad months, and the fact that we are sitting where we are, I'm not upset. I'm not upset with it. I'm very much not upset with it. You're at 92, which is crazy. I'm at 125. I think I did that math right. 135.
What what's wild is Jen and CJ have the same amount of bets now. They both have 69 bets.
Oh my goodness, that is insane.
And they almost have the exact same units.
Oh my goodness, that is insane. I can't believe that you're even like close to me in bets made. But
I've been the last like 3-4 months. I've been getting over 100 or right at 100.
And I'm slowing down now. I mean, I'm over 100, but I'm slowing down. So, you know what? Look, I've been well over 5-6 units on the year, or excuse me, on the month this month. But then you lose a couple. You've been well under, and you had a 20 unit day, and here you are. So shout out to all of that. Any last calls, my friend?
Yeah, I've got a legacy bet because y'all won't do it, so I'm doing it for you. You and CJ stop betting on your team, so I'm not letting you by doing legacy bets.
I'm not.
So I've got Rangers plus 1.5. The Breadman Artemi with 2+ shots on goal. The Flyers plus 1.5, and then Owen Tippett 2+ shots on goal. Got that plus 211 and boosted to 263.
I don't like this.
You don't have to bet it. I'm just
I'm
doing it
gonna
for
bet
you.
it. I'm going to bet it.
I won't allow y'all to not bet your team.
All right, give it to me again.
All right, Rangers plus 1.5.
Rangers plus 1.5. Blah, blah,
Artemi Panarin 2+ shots on goal.
Oh, he's not. He might not even be playing.
Yeah,
He's
well,
not playing.
it hasn't. He's got to be because it hasn't. They haven't voided him.
No, I can't get it.
I'm on FanDuel though.
Give me the other ones.
Hold on. Let me pull the bet up on the thing. They haven't scratched him yet though. Oh yeah, they don't have him on there now. That's wild. All right, well let's go with
Okay, Rangers 1.5.
let's go with Trocheck 2+.
Shot.
Yeah, shots on goal. 2 shots on goal. That's
Okay, so
wild. I don't know. It has a and then yeah, and then
2+ shots for Trocheck.
and then Flyers money plus 1.5.
Flyers plus 1.5. Yep.
And then Owen Tippett 2+ shots on goal.
Is that a Flyer?
That is a Flyer.
2+. Okay, got it at 244.
Yep, it's right around where I got it. So I don't. That's weird. I wonder why it hasn't voided yet.
Well, that's what my $24 bonus bet's going
Oh no!
on.
Oh no! No!
Yeah,
Oh
yeah.
no! Why'd you do that to me? I didn't mean for that.
Should I do that? Should I do that?
That's tough because I don't want your Rangers to let you down that bad.
Okay, so then what do I do for my bet?
I mean, look. I feel like what you should do is
Okay, we'll see.
all right. I'm gonna pull up some odds because I don't want to just throw stuff at the wall.
Okay,
You trying to be safe with this or what?
trying to just be whatever. Give me a touchdown. Oh, wait, there's no football.
So I'll say. I mean, there's something similar to a touchdown in basketball.
Sure.
You can always do first basket.
Oh, give me a first basket right now.
I'll let you pick. Do you want Cat or Brunson? One's 550 plus 550, the other's plus 650.
Let's go, Bronson.
All right.
How do I find that in DK?
That is under. I think it's players. I mean, game special. Hold on, I'll pull it up.
Game props.
Yeah, it might be game props or take forever to load up.
Well, I might not be able to get it on here.
Yeah, I've done it on there, so you should be able to.
Okay.
Let me look. I'm pulling it up now. It's taking forever. Here's the Knicks. Knicks. It's under popular, and it's called first point or first point scorer.
Popular. Oh yeah. First. Wait.
And first point is what it says.
Oh, I don't have that.
This is what it's
All right,
literally.
first 3 minutes.
So under popular, for popular, when you scroll down, it shows the game, like all the game stuff, and the very next thing is first point.
No, I have. Oh yeah, I found it. Brunson 548.
Yeah, plus 548.
Let's go.
And I'm gonna go ahead and bet it with you.
All right, let's go. Throw my $24 on 24 to win 131.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Now, that's gonna be the quickest you've ever won or lost $130 in your life.
Oh, I love it.
You just need Brunson to drive the hole, get fouled, and make a free throw.
That's it. That's all I need. All right. Well, this has been just the BetSlips. It's been a classic Pat and Rob episode. Much love always, my friend. I don't know what we're gonna do tomorrow. So full disclosure, I am headed to tomorrow. I should be good. But I am going to a funeral on Friday, and then in Massachusetts. So I'm in Jersey now. Got to make my way to Massachusetts, and then Saturday. I don't know. I want to be available, but we'll have to play it by ear if I have to do a video. But we'll figure everything out. But as long as we're making videos or just sharing all of this, we'll be fine. So, thank you, Rob. Great episode. You're the man. Any other last calls? Are we good?
No, I think we're good. I'm thinking we're probably leaning towards videos tomorrow because I don't unless they cancel bowling again. I'll be at the bowling alley.
Yeah.
And CJ's been having to work late because it's the end of the month. So
Yeah, let's shoot for videos tomorrow. But if we can, we will be
Yeah.
live. Yeah. All right. Well, you guys already know the deal. This has been Just the BetSlips, bro. This has been at Just the BetSlips. Please tell your friends. Subscribe. You don't even just we can use all of the help we can get.
If you do
because
nothing else, just follow us on X and get your friends to follow us on X.
That's it.
We're still doing the giveaway at 500, $25 at 500 to a follower, and then when we get to 1,000, we're giving away 50. So and it'll
by
be
the
a
way,
gift card.
We're doing a huge giveaway for the Super Bowl. Huge. So please make sure you're liking, comment, subscribing. Most specifically, subscribing. So thank you.
If you
all
get us
for
to
watching.
500 by the Super Bowl, I will double the giveaway.
You heard it here first. I'm gonna hold you to that. So there you go. That being said, this has been Just the BetSlips, where we bring you one thing and one thing only, and that is the hot tips
to help your
bet
bet
slips.
slips.
We will see you tomorrow in one way, shape, or another. Let us play you out. If I could do this right.
Yo, we in the game, talking number stakes high. Knowledge and skill, like a bird we fly. Analyzing stats, we don't just guess. Betting on the win, you know we're blessed. Just the bet slips, we keep it real. Breaking down the odds, you know the deal. Just the bet slips, we're making plays. Informed decisions, we light up the ways. Chasing that victory, hit the big score. Join the community, we're here for more. Rolling with the punches, we look for the signs. Parlays and props, counting all the coins. Every podcast episode, we bring the heat. Strategies laid out, can't accept defeat. Tune into the wisdom, hear our call. In this betting world, we'll never fall. Just the bet slips, we're making plays. Informed decisions, we light up the ways. Chasing that victory, hit the big score. Join the community, we're here for more. On this gambling journey, we ride the bet. With just the bet slips, you ain't seen nothing yet.
Yeet.